I want to ask you about Brexit. It looks like we've had at least a change in tone to the positive, but we still, if we don't get an Irish border solution, could see a hard Brexit. I wonder what that does to the mechanics of your business. Are you concerned that a hard Brexit would throw a spanner in the works of European trading?
We have to distinguish, good morning, we have to distinguish the operational issues where Euronext is fully prepared, because for practical purpose, in the finance sector, Brexit has already happened. The reality is that all the market participants across Europe, in the UK, have made plans to be ready on the 29th of March. And they are ready since April, and they have implemented their plans since April, irrespective of the volatility on the political fronts. So I'm very confident that everyone is already prepared, and because everyone has already implemented in the finance sector what needed to be implemented to be ready for the Brexit, whatever its form is. That being said, beyond the preparation, beyond the preparation of the financial sector as such, there are other aspects that may impact macro trends in terms of GDP, recession, etc., that have to be factored in, but they will not affect our operations per se.
Okay, good morning, Stephane. Good to speak to you today. In that case, at Euronext, does that mean that you won't be having any extra staffing the day after October 31st? If you say that all the preparations are already in place, will it just be business as usual for you, whatever the outcome?
No, for sure. Every time there is a significant macro event, we have extra staffing, extra redundant preparations, extra capacity allocations, for sure, because there are unavoidable volatility in the fundamental markets. What I was just trying to underline is that the fundamental heavy lifting preparation has already been implemented by all the market participants that want to continue making operations within the European Union. So there, again, a big distinction between what had to be ready for months and what is business as usual in terms of particular big events for which we are prepared.
Let me ask your take on big M&A. After we saw the Hong Kong exchange deal for LSE fall apart, it seems like there aren't going to be any more big takeovers in the industry. Is that your view as well, or are you just looking at smaller bolt-on acquisitions?
Frankly, I don't know about the others. What I can tell you is that Euronext, as a united in diversity company, as a federal pan-European company, has been able to achieve over the past few years cross-border deals, as we have done with the acquisition of the Irish Stock Exchange, as we have done a few months ago with the acquisition of Oslo Børs VPS. So we do know within the European context, within this particular model where each exchange is a part of a decentralized governance model, we do know how to make cross-border deals. As for the others, I have no particular views. I mean, each exchange has a different history. Ours is a successful pan-European exchange. We are about to embark in a new plan where we want to be the leading pan-European market infrastructure, to be more present in different asset classes, to be much more present in different pieces of the value chain, in particular in post-trade, where we are going to grow significantly, in advanced data, and definitely in corporate services. So we are in a position to continue deepening our pan-European projects towards a much broader and leading pan-European infrastructure.
Yeah, and you've been talking about transformational M&A, Stephane, in the strategic plan that you've put out. I'm wondering, in order to carry that out, how would you actually fund it? Would you be going to shareholders to raise equity?
Well, the situation is pretty clear. We have an A- rating for the moment, with a stable outlook and a commitment to do more M&A. We are committed to keep our rating strong investment grade, above BBB+. So we still have headroom for raising more debt, 500 to 700 million euros, depending on the cash flow generations of the assets we will buy. And if we have an opportunity to do a significant value accretive transformational deal, we will go to shareholders and offer them to invest more in the enlarged Euronext.
So you would go to shareholders if you need to, and you think that would be this is a good market in which to do that?
Absolutely. The market is good, but Euronext is doing better than the market. The momentum of the Euronext stock, the momentum of Euronext performance is amazingly distinguished from the rest of the market. We have doubled the EBITDA margin of Euronext since 2013, 2014. We have multiplied almost by 4 the market cap since the IPO in 2014. The re-rating of the Euronext multiples has been significant. It seems that the hard work that has been done by all the Euronext teams is paying off in terms of valuation. So if we have an opportunity to continue doing more in calibrating the cost structure of new assets towards the Euronext standards, then we will offer to investors to be part of the new voyage and the new growth story, similar to the ones we have achieved so far.
The plans that you've outlined, Stephane, are they going to be enough to mitigate slowing revenue from stock trading at Euronext, these plans that you've outlined in the strategic plan?
Well, the blended revenue growth of the top line for the years to come for the existing perimeter is 2% to 3% per year in average. It's what it is. It reflects the fact that equity markets have been in the recent months relatively slow. We are seeing a return of volumes. I do believe that equity is going to be the only asset class that will provide significant yield in the years to come. You have covered earlier today the situation of interest rates. Clearly, if you want to lose money today, you invest in fixed income. If you want to make some money or a lot of money, you invest in equity. So the world of equity is going to be back, and is starting to be back because everyone realizes that there is no other asset class that can provide yield. So I think we are at the turning point. Listing is back, in particular in Europe, in Amsterdam, in Paris, with significant success stories being listed in the past few weeks and scheduled to be listed in the next few weeks. So I think we are at a turning point where a new era for equity is starting. So I'm extremely confident that Euronext, in addition to its diversification ambition, in addition to transformational M&A that will come, will be able to strengthen and foster its core equity business, which is already extremely profitable and powerful.